Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive.
Yeah.
And today we're going to be looking at something pretty special.
Mm-hmm.
Ludvig Åberg's win at the Genesis Open.
Yeah, what a performance. Incredible stuff. I mean,
Really, really impressive stuff.
talk about like a kind of breakthrough moment, I think, for him.
Yeah, I think it was like, obviously he's got a ton of talent, but I think we're going to be talking a little bit about his coach, Hans Larsson,
Yeah.
and how he's, influenced him. And then also this technology,
Right.
this SportsBox AI 3D.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
I'm really fascinated to kind of dig into that a little bit and see what it's all
Yeah.
about. But, just starting with Åberg,
Yeah.
talk about a guy that is just like so in control on the course,
Oh,
right?
yeah, just so calm and collected. You don't see many young players with that kind of demeanor,
Yeah.
especially under pressure.
No, and like the consistency and precision he was playing with was just insane.
Yeah.
And I think that's where, you start looking at his swing.
Yeah, I mean, his swing's always been praised for being so elegant and efficient.
Yeah, they say it's like,
Yeah.
textbook almost.
Textbook effortless power.
Yeah. And that kind of brings us to
Mhm.
the SportsBox AI 3D,
Right.
because they use that to analyze his swing.
Exactly. And that's where things get really interesting.
Yeah. So tell me, what is this thing? What does it actually do?
So imagine like having an X-ray vision for your swing, right?
Okay.
That's kind of what SportsBox AI 3D is doing.
Yeah.
It captures all those little details, those nuances of your swing in 3 dimensions, stuff you wouldn't even notice with the naked eye.
So it's like a super-powered swing analysis tool, basically.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like giving you this deep dive into the mechanics of your swing. And with Åberg, it revealed some pretty incredible stuff.
Like what kind of things did they learn from it?
So they pinpointed 3 main areas. The horizontal transition, the chest turn, and then the wrist speeds.
Okay.
Now let's start with the horizontal transition.
Okay.
This basically means how a golfer shifts their weight during their swing.
Yeah.
And Åberg, he's got this incredibly precise weight shift that allows him to really maximize the power he's transferring into the ball.
So it's not just about swinging as hard as you can. It's about
No.
efficiency.
It's all about the finesse.
Yeah.
You see this in all the best players. They're not just muscling it, they're using their body in this really smart way.
Yeah. It's almost like a martial arts kind of thing where it's
Exactly.
it's not about brute force. It's about the technique.
Exactly. Using your momentum and your body weight.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. Then you've got the chest turn.
Okay.
So in Åberg's backswing, he's really rotating his chest a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And that generates a ton of power for his downswing, making it really explosive.
So it's like he's winding up this spring
Yeah,
and then just unleashing it.
exactly. Like a coiled spring ready to unleash.
And I'm starting to see why people call his swing elegant.
Right.
It's like this perfectly choreographed sequence of movements.
Oh, yeah. It's poetry in motion, really.
Yeah.
And then you've got the wrist speeds and the wrist speed gain factor, which is something else that SportsBox can measure.
Yep.
This basically tells you how efficiently he's transferring all that energy from his body into the club head.
So it's all that momentum,
Yeah.
all that power he's building up.
Yeah. Think of it like a whip, right?
Okay.
The more efficiently you transfer the energy, the faster that crack at the end is going to be.
Oh, that's a really good analogy.
Yeah.
But I mean, okay, so we have all these numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do we know if they're actually good?
Right.
Maybe that's just how everybody swings.
That's a good question. That's where the real beauty of this SportsBox AI 3D comes in.
Yeah.
They benchmark your swing against all these other PGA Tour pros.
Oh, wow.
So you can see exactly where you stack up against the very best in the world. And with Åberg, his data puts him right up there with some of the most elite players.
Wow. So this is a really powerful tool then.
Oh, yeah. It's a game changer for sure.
But is this only for the pros?
No. That's what's so cool about it. You don't need a whole team of analysts.
Right.
Anyone can use this thing. All you need is one camera.
Really?
And it measures everything. Rotation speeds, forces, hand velocities, everything.
So it's like having a personal swing coach
Exactly.
right in your pocket, basically.
Right in your pocket, yeah.
Yeah.
Giving you all this data and these insights that can really help you improve your game.
Okay, but it's so you get all this data,
Yeah.
but what do you do with it?
Yeah.
How does that turn into actually playing better golf?
Well, think of it like a blueprint.
Okay.
It shows you exactly where you're strong, where you're weak, what you need to work on so you can tailor your practice, really focus on those areas that need the most attention.
Yeah.
And that's going to lead to more consistent shots, which, as any golfer knows,
Yeah.
consistency is everything.
Right. That's the holy grail,
Yeah.
right? Like you're always chasing that consistency.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's the name of the game.
And it's so frustrating, I think, for like a lot of amateur golfers, like myself included, where it's just like you
Yeah.
don't know like what to work on.
Exactly. You're kind of just guessing.
Yeah, exactly.
But with this, it takes all the guesswork out of it. You know exactly what you need to do. And I think Åberg's win really proves that.
Yeah.
The combination of his talent, the hard work, and this, like, incredible technology. It's a really powerful story.
It makes you wonder, like,
Yeah.
could this work for like anybody?
Right. Could your swing benefit from this kind of analysis?
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating to think about.
I mean, who wouldn't want to unlock some hidden potential in their swing?
Yeah, and I think that's like the really cool takeaway from this whole thing, right? It's like
Yeah.
the future of golf is here, and it's not just about,
Right.
how much talent you have. It's about,
It's about embracing these new tools.
yeah, and these new
Yeah,
technologies and kind of using those to like really take your game to the next level.
exactly. Data and technology are just as important as raw talent these days.
Yeah, well said. Definitely food for thought for all of our listeners out there. All right, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive, but we'll catch you next time for another one.
Sounds good.
All right, see ya.